بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with your program, with the explanation of Surah Tahreem, and this is the third and last one. We start with Allah Azza wa Jal saying, after seeking His refuge from the Shaitan al-Rajim, O Prophet, struggle with the disbelievers and the hypocrites and be tough on them. Their destiny will be hellfire, and that's the worst destination. And we have said that this call for the Prophet ﷺ, it was repeated in the Quran 13 times, with Allah saying in Surah Al-Anfal, O Prophet, Allah is your sufficient, and those who followed you from the believers. And end up with this ayah, O Prophet, have jihad against the disbelievers and the hypocrites, and be tough on them, and their destiny will be hellfire, and that's the worst destination. Sometimes you have to fight those disbelievers and the hypocrites, sometimes with a weapon, sometimes with establishing the rules and the boundaries, and sometimes it has to be with the debate, with dialogue, with the debate, and most of this has to be with the power and the strength, and you fight them to stop their aggression, to stop anticipated unfairness and any aggression that could happen. So Allah said, do not follow the disbelievers and the hypocrites, and be tough with them extremely, meaning they fight with them with the Quran. So the hypocrites, it has to be by putting the fear in their hearts, so the Muslims will be free from their aggression, so they will know that the believers are, keeping an eye on them. So again, the jihad, it could be with the hand, and those who try to fight you, you fight them with the sword. And those who are peaceful, and then that is with the debate, with the putting the goodness of Islam. The jihad is to the struggle to establish the it could be with the tongue, to bring people to Allah, and it could be also to teach people with the wisdom, and to stop the physical aggression. And it's from the greatest things that it has to do with the authority, not with the individual, except to stop an immediate aggression. And it has to be measured where the benefit outweighs the other. So it was jihad is ordained, so it will support the Muslims to prevent any aggression against them, and no one ever could say that this migration will reach the Muslims or others, or from the individuals and the rules. Sometimes the terrorism from Islamic point is the aggression that individual or groups are practicing it. So it could be individual or states. It's aggression on humanity with his religion. So Allah said, struggle with the hypocrites and the disbelievers and be tough on them. Thus, in this life, and when people are resurrected to the Lord of everybody, their destination will be the hellfire, and that's the worst destiny. And Allah Azza wa Jal will let them taste the minor punishment before the big punishment, and the hereafter's punishment is more humiliating and tougher, and there is no return from it. After all these calls that Allah said, "Oh, who you believe, oh, who you disbelieve, don't apologize today. Oh, Prophet, be tough on the hypocrites and the disbelievers." After all of these examples that Allah gives, two examples of some people who are disbelievers and those who are in the houses of the rich. They received a call from Allah that they're responsible for their actions, and their connection to the Prophet is not enough without the faith, without doing good deeds. It will not benefit anyone, anything. So Allah gave that example for those who disbelieved, and then in their mingling with the Muslims and to the best of Muslims and the prophets. So the first one example is the wife of Lut, and the other one is Noah. Allah saying that they are with them all the time on. And this understand what is this is not the mistrust of the religion. It is from the faith. They did not and didn't stop anything that is forbidden. And then they were told, enter the hellfire with those who are going in. The reason why Allah brings the example, Allah brings something that is strange, so you understand in strangeness the example already manifested in front of you. It shows, because the example is supposed to bring the difficult thing easy, and the saying, you have to have four things. The minority of the two types of examples that there's 41 straight examples, but the other ones that has they don't say the example, but you understand that it is a method from the ayah. And Allah gave the example that they are into a very shallow uh, uh, fault, and they are on the edge, and it takes like a few steps and people will be out. So Allah Azza wa Jal want them to go back to reality. Allah the Almighty, and Allah is talking about the prophets. Allah Azza wa Jal give him the glad tidings of Ishaq, and after Ishaq, Yaqub. What is the betrayal that the wife of Noah did, that or Lut, that she was sit there in his household and she knows what she's doing. She will tell the disbelievers what he's doing. So this, but the wife of Lut, she guides her. She she invites people to. She tells them exactly what's going on. Lut, she tells them, "Oh, you have some good men. You will find whatever you like right there." So it's not. They don't go into adultery, but that does not change nothing with Allah Azza wa Jalla. So they will be equal in the punishment, just like the other disbelievers. Allah gave an example. On the other side, Asya, when she said, "Oh Allah, build to me a house in Jannah and save me from Fir'aun and his actions, and save me from the transgressor people." The darkness of disbelief did not stop her from seeing the light of or am I better than that one who is humiliated? Or if he had some gold, and he's the one who called people and gathered them, and he said that I am your Lord. Imagine all this luxuries and stuff like this that happen in the palace. The Prophet ﷺ, he put it among those who were uh, when she saw uh, the sun, when Musa took his will eat earthy when the magicians the best of connection is marriage, it did not benefit them. Every soul is responsible for what it endured. Every person is responsible for what he endured. The two sheikh, they have said that two of the men were abundance. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, he put four he said the best of Nisa is Khadija, daughter of Khuwaylid. The bounties of Aisha that she chose death over the luxury, and she preferred to be punished instead of. So she believed in Musa alayhi salam. He was her leader into Allah's mercy. But Al Fir'aun, they did not pick him up, so he will be an enemy. No one is going to do that. But they picked him up. Build for me a house in your that's the first example. The second one, Maryam, the daughter of Umran, the one that protected her private part, and we blew in it with our spirit. And she believed in Allah's words and His books, and she is among the bias. The Quran, Allah has chosen you and beautified you, and chose you on the woman. Oh, Maryam. And he speaks to people while he's young, and he's among the righteous. And the sun comes in a different time. So when they said, "Where are you getting this?" she said, "This is from Allah. Allah can sustain whomever He wants in any way or fashion." When they came and they called her or accused her of adultery, Allah has showed their lying and made her just start to doom up. And Maryam's daughter from Amran protected her private part. Allah has sent His Spirit. the itikaf is to to purify your attention to worship Allah and to dedicate everything for Him. So Jibreel he blew on that, and where Isa was formed with the remembrance of Allah. If you want an attribute of Allah Azza wa Jal, you want to prove it with an example or start it like Allah said. There is nothing like Him, and He is the one who hears and sees. So from the characters of Maryam, peace be upon her, that Allah has mentioned in His Quran, that she had believed in Allah's words with all His rules and laws, and with the destination that He have taken and His books that He had descended. Alayhi salam. And she was among those who pray and concentrate, those who did the maximum in obedience of Allah Azza wa Jal. When men and women are plural, then you add 5 more. So when the 2 wives of the 2 honorable prophets, when they decided to betray their husband, so Allah Azza wa Jal wants us from learn about this story that you could deal with the Muslims if they are not fighting you, and you can look at the Pharaoh's wife. Allah gave her from the honor, and Maryam, daughter of Imran, Allah gave her what he even though they weren't Muslims yet. Connection with the prophets by themselves is not sufficient. Just like to be connected with non-believers is not going to hurt you, but if you get too much, it's okay. We come to the end of this Surah Tahreem. Allah accept. Subhanakallah wa bihamdihi, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.